Hello, loves. Welcome to another episode of The Random. My name is Mary Ann or Odoyo, and thank you for joining me today. Before I begin on giving a message, channeling, blah, 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 I really want to express so much gratitude to everyone who tunes in, who listens, who, to everyone. And I'm just so grateful for what the random is for me, for how I'm allowing myself to be open and to express myself. There are times when I make a video and I'm like, I feel doubt, and I ask myself, should I really put this? How will it be received? And I feel like I've said this thing. Well, it's an energy that has come up again. Like I've said this before. So I'm loving that I'm learning sometimes the essence of the messages I'm putting, I'm creating, or sometimes the essence of these messages, of me expressing myself, of me putting something out, is just for me to experience myself expressing myself even when I'm in doubt. Sometimes maybe the messages are less about resonance with everyone and more about me giving myself the permission to just do what I feel called to do something that I may be afraid of doing, to challenge myself in the way that moment is calling me to challenge myself. So yeah, I'm grateful to everyone who has participated in the random in any way, a listen, a comment, a like, in any way. I am truly grateful. May it ripple out and bear great blessing in your life, because in a way you guys are blessing me in such a major way, and I'm grateful for it. And so that probably brings me to the topic of today: finding the hidden gem in simple things, finding the hidden gem in things that the things that are easily overlooked, understanding that simple things have such a great value that we tend to overlook. And today something came to me about a diamond. When I say you are, the pressure happening in your life is making a diamond out of you, what do you picture in your mind? A diamond, something sparkly, something eye-catching, right? But coming to think of it, a diamond is a diamond whether it is polished or not, whether it is cut or uncut. A diamond does not obtain its value from people looking at it and thinking it's so beautiful and wanting it. A diamond's value, a diamond's essence is intrinsic, whether it is very intrinsic to what it is, whether it is discovered or undiscovered. You know, a diamond is a diamond regardless. What makes it a diamond is maybe its properties, its compound. It is what it is, whether it is discovered or undiscovered. whether it is cut or uncut, whether it is polished or unpolished. Having a raw diamond does not stop it from being what it is. So maybe we should not look for value in our lives by our lives being something so opulent and shiny and something that everyone sees, and not all that glitters is gold. So maybe we should not aim for the things that glitter, and even so, maybe we should not forget the value that our lives hold, even when it is not something shiny and glitzy and glamorous. The substance, the value, the weight, the essence of you is in who you are, whether people will see it or they will not. Your value does not come from other people seeing you and telling you how valuable you are. You are who you are regardless. And let this be a call for you to stand in the knowing of your value, of your power, of who you are. Beauty is beauty even when no one else is there to see it or appreciate it. So now it's that time for you to awaken to the beauty of your own being, of your own self. For you to be the person that appreciates you, for you to be the person that sees your value even when no one else seems to see it. Your value is intrinsic. Your value is there. The weight that you hold it regardless. Regardless. Let's not obtain, let's not understand the value of our beings, of who we are, from others, from someone telling you something, let's not wait for things that are outside of us to tell us the things that we are meant and we are supposed to know regardless. Again, to the analogy of a diamond is still a diamond even when someone tries to tell it it's not. Your value is intrinsic. It is in who you are. Even when no one sees it. Even when no one tells you you are valuable, you must be in that position. Well, you already are in the position to tell yourself that I am valuable. You must then be in that knowing, in that courage, in that strength, in be for you what you desire. There is power in that. Your life does not have to be flashy, glitzy, glamorous for it to be true, authentic, real, valuable. Essence. The things that are true. Value lies in truth. We don't need you to look a certain way. We don't want you to look how you think you're supposed to look like, to have what you think you're supposed to have. You are valuable regardless. Regardless. Truth, authenticity, real. Be real, be human, be you. Feel your feelings. Not be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. We do not have to be perfect. Life is so much more than that. We do not have to be perfect. We do not have to be flashy and, well, all these things that we've been fed and told, well, this is what value looks like. Well, this is what something important looks like. We do not have to be all these things to deserve what we truly desire in our hearts. We do not have to be anything outside of what we are in this moment. All you have to do is stand in the knowing of your truth. That is enough. Stand in the knowing of your truth, in the knowing of your value. Again and again, learn, practice. You know, when people have a skill or a craft and they make it look easy, you know, the people just think back to someone who you see who has done something, who makes something look so easy. Well, let me put it this way: someone with a skill or a craft who is so good at it, you know, they're just so good at what they do. What you may not have seen is the time this person had to put in to be this good, to make what they do look so easy. You may not have known how many mistakes were made in between the being a beginner to being a master at their craft. And the time they have put in again and again and again and again until this skill, this craft comes so easy to them. I feel like it is the same with this, with affirming your intrinsic value, affirming your worth, standing in that knowing. Sometimes you may feel like you forget. Sometimes you come across experiences, you come across challenges, you come across, I don't know, we come across so many things because life is just life. You must learn to affirm your truth again and again and again and again. And with time, it becomes you. It becomes easier for you. You know, the challenges and the doubts, you just breeze past them. You're like, doubting who? Me? Do you know who I am? Time, put in the time. And this is in anything that you truly love, want, desire. Put in the time, be in the process, make the mistakes. The day will come. And even when that day comes, you will still have to continue putting in the work. The work, I feel like I realized we will always be putting in the work. You know, when you aim to be a kind person, okay, you're like, I want to be kinder. So you're kind again and again and again. Each moment you're kind and kind. there's not a place where you'll be like, okay, now I'm a master of kindness and I've succeeded in being kind, and that's that. I feel like even when you feel like, okay, now I'm a master of kindness, the thing is, even when you're a master of that, you'll still have to do it again and again and again. Because even when you're a master of kindness, you'll still have to practice being kind again and again and again. So maybe it's easier for you now, but you'll still have to keep on doing it. You know? When did this thought come to me? I think it was a few days ago. You know how we aim to be somewhere, to achieve something, and sometimes we do not see past the achieving, okay? It's like once we get somewhere, we must understand that that somewhere is a beginning and not an ending. Because once you are at that point, you are starting a whole new journey. Let's say you want to get a job. Once you get that job, your life does not end there. It is a beginning. You know? If you say, let me find an example that actually makes so much sense. Okay, let's say you have a job already and you're trying to get a promotion. So you're putting in so much work. You're working so hard, and you're putting in the work. I feel like once you get the promotion, the work you've been putting in, you'll have to put in even more work. You'll still have to put in work. You don't get to the promotion and say, now I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm just, rest and leave it at that. Every new beginning is a journey, and it's like we continue. We move, we keep on moving again and again and again and again. Once you're at the promotion, you're still going to have to put in work. Once you feel like, oh, I'm the master of kindness, you're still going to have to practice kindness. So just be in the process of getting where it is you aim to be, and know that even when you get there, that is not an ending. That is just but a beginning. It's a whole new beginning in a new way, and that is the advantage of it. Progress. As we move to new levels and to new beginnings, we're opening new doors and new experiences. So even when where you aim to go is a new beginning, is a new journey, we must not lose sight of the fact that it is new. It is a new level. It is a new door. It is new experiences. And so, be present. What can I say? Be present with where you are, with what you've been given, and honor that which is yours. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for what you have. And for those of us who want to start and don't know where to start anywhere. I promise God will help you. Kila kitu kitajipanga. Every other thing else will order itself, Everything will... There is a divine order to the way things happen, even when we don't see this. You may have so many things to do. You may want to start something and you don't know where to start. Start anywhere. Start anywhere. And it will order itself. Start anywhere, and from that point onwards, you will know where to go. So once again, thank you for joining me, and thank you for the for the love. I just feel loved anyway. Thank you for the love, and I'm grateful for the community that we are building here. So stay happy, stay healthy, stay wealthy, and stay abundant. Bye.